Like, don't you have sense? Thelma, do you go to school? Do you understand?
I can't
When you want to
entertain you,
talk,
sorry.
you should learn, listen, and understand.
I can't entertain you. I can't entertain you. Any madness I can't entertain outside of the house, I can't entertain it inside because we're not going to be in the same space.
This particular fight, there's nothing that somebody did not hear earlier on today. So I tried going live earlier on and with my main camera because my main camera is back. I told you guys I was having issues. It's back, but looks like there are some things that I would need to do. So I had to go off and back. So I hope people will be able to like get notification for this particular live stream. Yeah, I feel way better than last night though, but we thank God. We thank God. I was very excited that my other camera was back and I was like, okay, I have it, everything is cool. I was looking pink, but now I'm back to my laptop webcam. It's so sad. Anyway, Imisi and Telma, this fight I think it has been long coming, right? Because there are some comments that Telma has made in the past that I just knew that one day they're going to have a fight. Yeah, sorry, really sorry. My camera was messing up. That would have been a messed up live stream if I continued. So I had to start again. Thank you guys. Thank you. So welcome back to my channel. If you're currently on the live stream, please give it a thumbs up. And let me just proceed to give you guys the gist because currently they are doing lower pack task. They've even done one part. The second part that they're doing is the cooking task, which I believe that I can still meet up with. So I don't have to, watch it. I'm just going to watch to see how they ended up. Yeah. So what caused the Telma and Mrs. fights? Now that game we didn't play yesterday, I knew that it was going to cause fights because um some questions obviously they may not attend to it immediately, but later on people will get back to it. Even Kola and Dede situation, they discussed that yesterday question game, right? Because people were saying different things. So the reason for this particular one is the question that Emisi asked um Bright. So she basically asked Bright, what were you and Telma doing in the garden the other day? And Bright was like, nothing, that they were just in the laundry, right? So Thelma took offense to that because she said she has been hearing um different narratives of her been flying around. There was an issue she had with Victory at one point where he was saying he called her a boyfriend snatcher, and she was like, this guy knows that I'm friends with Kaikumi. We don't have anything, it's just friendship, but this is what he's calling me. So she was like, there's that narrative, and I think that's why she got triggered by that whole question of, oh, what were you doing in the garden um with the question that she asked. MEC asked Bright what she was doing in the garden with Telma, and that's what brought up this whole thing. When the camera went to where they were literally already going at it. Yeah, maybe said maybe she said, you're acting like an illiterate. I need to play that again. This house meeting, they say the most
Like, don't
things.
you have sense? Thelma, do you go to school? Do you understand?
I can't
When you want to
entertain you,
talk,
sorry.
you should learn, listen, and understand.
I can't entertain you. I can't entertain you. Any madness I can't entertain outside of the house, I can't entertain it inside because we're not going to be in the same space.
Imisi say you should learn, listen, and understand. I say, this English not too much for this fight. And then Thelma was like, any madness that she cannot entertain outside, she's not gonna entertain it here because they will not be in the same space. All right, I say, all right, bars for both. And then she now went ahead to say that Imisi used drunk eyes to see the whole thing and was passing her own narratives and stuff. Like, why would she be thinking that anything was going on between them when they were in the garden? That's Bright and Telma. So, like, a few more things were said, and they were just like throwing jabs at each other. Although it didn't get so deep, but they were throwing jabs at each other. Telma was like, she was not going to entertain that, right?
And I'm going to drink Guinness like people will never see drink before. Then I'll call they talk rubbish. And I go party, they thief drink. Then you go say you see me and person for garden with your drunken eyes.
Bright denied it. No, he said they were just in the laundry together. Are you like?
Even worse, laundry with Bright. Wow.
Thelma said, I'm with your drunken eyes. It's giving drunken master. I think most of the fights in this house are now so funny because of the things that they say. Which one is drunken eyes again? So on one hand, she's saying, I'm not going to entertain this. On the other hand, she's, throwing her own jabs here and there, right? So for me, yeah, that whole question thing, it was, definitely a game. And people asked like questions on so many deep things, even things that did not mean anything, right? But like, I understand Thelma's angle too. I think I understand both angles, right? I understand Thelma's angle in the sense that if you're not, why are you like for you to be asking what were you doing, what were you doing with this person in the garden, it means that you were thinking more of it, right? But Emisi was saying that if Thelma had nothing to hide, if she was not reasoning in that direction, then she will not be seeing it that way, which I also understand. But the question too is like, normally if two people are in the garden, they can just be in the garden and just like this thing, and it will not raise any eyebrows. But for you to ask about it, that means you're making it seem like there was more to the conversation, and it may raise something on Mide's side. But it was a game, and anybody was allowed to ask what they were to ask to find out as whatever it is that is in your mind, you ask. But I knew that it was going to cause fight, Sha, that game thing. And I think it's also because it's from MEC. And I know there has been like this underlying brewing thing between them. So that whole thing added to it, and her hearing like different narratives of her in the house as Thelma. So that's just what caused this particular back and forth that they had. I don't know. I think this is going to lead to a bigger one later on. But for now, this is where they are at. Right. So that's that for that particular fight. They just continued, but it didn't last for long. The others were just there laughing. Ortega and Co. They were just there laughing. Yeah, Ivata basically told Mensan that she doesn't want them to be doing like all like him spanking her. She doesn't want him spanking her, playing with her in a certain way. They're not in a ship or anything. He has not said anything about trying to get with her or anything. So she doesn't want him to be operating with her in that manner. Like if we are not a ship, if we're not anything, then we should not be operating in that manner. That was basically the conversation that they had. I was like, these two people that I like their friendship, they break up.
Let's just stop with all of that.
That's fine.
All that, because we're not anything, we're friends. We've not spoken about taking it to another level. The conversation was supposed to have, I told you I didn't like a lot of things that you did, and I'm still trying to get to know you and understand you, and I don't see us being in a relationship, at least not now.
Yeah. I like these people's friendship. Oh, I don't know why they are like on this angle or on this point, but I knew see this thing is still it has to do with the question game, because I think there was a question that was asked about Mensa where he was saying that about not liking anybody in the house. I think I remember something like that, and I knew that maybe Avatar might take it a certain type of way, and then if you're acting like if you're giving people shipping vibes when we're not shipping, there's nothing official, maybe it can make her like want to set boundaries. So that this was her setting boundaries. Like let's not be acting like that when it's not that. So earlier on, I know that Ivata and Mensa they've discussed, and I think she's trying to find out what it is that he wants, and he has not said anything. So on his angle, he just wants to keep things platonic. Ivata wants it to be is either is more defined or we're not doing any of that. That was basically her stance. And then, do you know the crazy part? When she now started talking more about when she continued, she finished saying, she now asked him whether he has anything to say. He said no. And then he just kept quiet. Like he said nothing. He literally was like, okay. I was like, that kind of thing can be very painful when you finish bearing out your heart and the person says nothing. So that's also that offended her.
I just think we need to just cool it off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Do you
you.
have anything to say?
Nothing.
All right, we're done.
It's fine.
If you like, be angry. If you like, don't be angry. I notice that every time any little thing you get angry, and that's fine.
I'm not angry.
I'm just speaking my mind.
After some time, she walked out. Like she literally just like got angry and walked out. She was like, "Hey, if you like be angry." He was not saying anything. Like he was literally mute, and all, and that's like got her all riled up. So she just like got angry and walked out. I was like, "This man sense." Obviously, if someone finished saying all of that to you, they will expect a response, but he didn't give her that. And then later on, I saw Avatar with K Bobo. They were trying to get to know each other. And it got me thinking. He said that maybe she was clearing the way, or she was creating space for herself and K Bobo to like start something. Because you guys remember that she said she likes K Bobo. So maybe this is her own way of like clearing the background for her and K Bobo's ship. So Avatar and K Bobo, Iva K. That's a nice name. Iva K ship. So K Bobo is single. He has no ship in the house. Same thing with Avatar. Although she's I think she's he's 27. Anyway, that's I don't know whether they want ship sha. Hmm. What did Avatar? I don't know. She just wanted him to say something. I understand him, Sha. He put her in a position where she was dumbfounded and she just didn't know what to do. That kind of thing can be infuriating, but I'm not even faulting Mensan. He didn't want to say anything, and that's fine. So now let's see whether this Ivar K ship is going to work. I don't see any anyway. Kind of go do. They're just gisting. And then Dede and Kola, they were having this is their bosses. Now this boss where everything they start. They were having conversations, just like normal friendly conversations. Earlier on during the day, she spoke about wearing his eyeglass, like his glasses. So she's putting on his glasses today because she said it fits her outfit. And they just had from that conversation, the smiling, I just knew that okay, they are now cool. And then I saw them in the bus. But their conversations are usually like mushy. Kola is always coming from the angle of, you're looking nice, you're looking beautiful. Yeah, you don't say nice things to me. And she's like, I complimented your clothes, I told you the other day when you were looking nice. So it's all let me tell you how it looks. It looks like with Jason, he comes from the friendship angle. Okay, you're my G, you're my friend. With Koi, he also comes from the friendship angle too, but sometimes it gives like siblingship, sibling vibe. But Kola gives like a toaster. Like the conversations that he brings is almost like is on the toasting levels. Like, you look cute, you look beautiful. I saw you the other day, this and that. Like that's how he communicates with her. And normally she would like tone it down. But today she was more receptive to it. Like she was just responding to him normally. She didn't give him that look of irritation. She was responding to him well. So he now asked that like if he won head of house and he chose her to be his house guest, whether she was going to accept. And she was like, yeah, she'll probably accept, but she doesn't think she's going to sleep in the room. It's not like but I'm going to respect you. I'm very respectful. I wouldn't try anything. She now said she has attachment issues, that she's attached to her bed, her pillows, and everything. He said he's going to, and that she can carry her pillow there. She can carry her bed sheets, her bed cover, and everything. That he can even leave the room for her. She was like, will you now leave her in that big space? I say, oh, let's be watching, Sha.
I probably would have said it. But I do think it's a great gesture, personally. And I do think it comes with a particular feeling. But I'll probably not spend the night there.
Why would you want to feel that? Because we don't respect you. Man. I'm not the
I
kind of
know,
person.
but then I do have attachment issues. Like, I'm attached to my bed.
So yeah, F&P vlog. Thank you very much. That's why I like doing live streams because other people that watch also like contribute. So F&P vlog, yeah, yeah. I was trying to remember the exact thing because I didn't watch it fully. I know I just saw a video about it. I didn't watch it fully yesterday. I was not even in the right frame of mind and stuff. But yeah. So I think Avatar just wanted to shut down the whole this thing to create space for K-pop. But that means that's what it is. Yeah. Welcome, Wokusanya. Welcome, Ayomide. Welcome, welcome. So, Denari's diary session, I thoroughly enjoyed it today. He's very, like, if you listen to him one on one and hear how he converses, how he communicates, you would kind of like him and understand him. Even though it's unfortunate that it looks like he's going to leave this week. But in his diary session, he told people that when Doris comes, he told Doris that he was just talking about her throughout, like for 30 minutes in his diary session. He was basically using Big Brother as his wingman so that Big Brother can connect himself and Doris. And it was just funny to hear. I was like,
I wanted to tell her that, Doris, that guy really likes you. He was just there talking about you for 30 minutes straight. So that she knows that, yes, if Biggie can vouch for me.
More like 15.
it was very funny. I'm like, so Big Brother should be your wingman now. Anyway, people I was like, was that an order? I was like, no. That is just, I want you to do the setting up. The funny thing is that if Big Brother could, it's something that Big Brother can do, but I know he would just want to maintain his steez because Big Brother likes to connect people with the way he will ask his questions. Who's the person you like? Who's the person that you did this? So I think that Big Brother likes that kind of thing, but he will not obviously do that. But I know that's that kind of thing that he wants to do. So let's see, Sha. I just wanted to bring his diary session because I really enjoyed it. And let me go. Let me go and watch I think they're done with their low pack task. Let me go and watch and see what's happening. I'm going to bring that particular gist to you guys tomorrow with some other things. There's a conversation that media had with Bright. They discussed several things, but I couldn't put it together before this video. And also some other things that happened today, Sha. Well, I was just like, I need to make a video for you guys, even though I've not been like in the best frame of mind. But I was like, let me just make this video. So thanks for watching, guys. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye, guys. Love you. Kisses.